So on Saturday, Northallerton entertained Norton and Stockton Ancients in a vital game in the promotion race. Norton started the day one place and 1 point above Northallerton, so it was a game they had to get something from. That's the Northallerton team for the day. There was 2 changes from the midweek defeat at West Allotment in the Cup. Danny Shoulder and Mark Hemingway returned in defence, and man of the match that night, Graham Cahill, continued up front. That's the Norton side as well for today, for the game. Marcus Lang was back in midfield, his first game against Northallerton since leaving, and of course Gary Mitchell at number 9, also as a former Northallerton player. So it's a vital game for both teams, but Northallerton really did need to get something from this game. As you can see, these highlights have been sponsored by a local company, Brompton Plumbing, which the club are grateful to that for, and I hope you enjoy these highlights. It turned out to be a very tight game as expected. Northallerton started well, and it was a free kick here from Gav Parkin, which maybe created the first opportunity of the game. A good delivery into the box, and it's a header from Colin Anderson there, which drifted harmlessly wide, but that was the first real opportunity. And Danny McLaughlin here does quite well. He beats his defender, but he may be caught in 2 minds there whether to cross or shoot, and in the end the ball goes right across to Colin Anderson, who in the end manages to whip another dangerous crossing, and this time it's a header from Darren Coates which goes just wide of the post. So Northallerton started pretty well. Gary Mitchell was looking to score against his former club, and he had an effort here which was deflected just over the top for a corner in another early chance for Norton there. But I say it was Northallerton who was doing most of the pressing at this point. Again, it's a good ball into the box again from Parkin. And Norton sort of half clear their lines, and it's Mark Hemingway at left back in the team again. He missed the allotment game with illness, but he was back there on Saturday and put in a good performance there. Mike Stevens here drills in across to Graham Cahill, and this is a lovely bit of skill inside the penalty area. He beats 2 defenders there, but the cross comes to nothing in the end, unfortunately, and Norton can clear the lines. And this was another attack from Norton. It's Gary Mitchell there going past Grant Hickman, but Jordan Aspinall in goal there comes out quickly to deny him and wins a goal kick. It's another good bit of skill here from Cahill. He leaves a defender on the floor, and he takes a couple more on and tries a shot there. It wasn't lacked a bit of power. But this was the first goal for Norton. It came back off the post, and Nicky Martin was there to tuck home the rebound, maybe slightly against the run of play. But Norton took the early lead, 24 minutes. Took the lead, and Northallerton were up against it now, because I say it's a game they really needed to get something from against a team who had kept 7 clean sheets in their previous 9 games. So it was always going to be hard for Northallerton, but they were level soon after. Gav Parkin's free kick didn't really get cleared. Coates put the ball back into the box, and there's a nice finish there from Cahill, a good control on his chest, and an instant finish there inside the post to make it 1-1. That's his 5th goal of the season, and he's really started to hit some good form in the last couple of weeks. And that goal sort of sums up his current form. And Northallerton actually completed the turnaround just 4 minutes later. It was a very sort of similar kind of goal. It was a Gav Parkin corner this time, and Grant Hickman headed the ball on first of all. Danny McLaughlin knocked it down, and Colin Anderson turned and shot into the corner to give Northallerton the lead. That's his 13th goal of the season. So he's in good form at the moment as well. And so it's a nice little poacher's goal there to put Northallerton ahead, and they probably deserved to be ahead at that stage as well. They've been playing well in the first half. And they were nearly gifted a 3rd goal as well. It was a poor clearance actually from the Norton goalkeeper there, and the ball eventually falls to Graham Cahill, who turns his man again and fires just over the bar, and that could have been 3-1 there at half time. But I mean, Norton, were not out of the game by any means, and they put Northallerton under a bit of pressure. But Jordan Aspinall in goal there shows exactly what he's all about, and that sums up how he's been playing. But it was a goal line clearance there from Grant Hickman at the start of the second half that prevented Norton from getting back on level terms. That was a good clearance there, but Northallerton didn't really get many attacks going in the second half. This was a rare one. It was a good ball in from Stevens from the left hand side, and another header from Colin Anderson. This time it was comfortable for the goalkeeper, but it was more pressure really from Norton in the second half, and they pushed Northallerton back for long periods. They had a lot of free kicks and corners. This one actually caused a lot of problems there to Aspinall. He just managed to push it onto the crossbar, and Northallerton managed to scramble the ball away. I say Norton had a lot of the ball in the second half. They didn't necessarily create many clear-cut opportunities, but they had a lot of the ball in the final third of the pitch. They played some good football at times, and this little move on the edge of the box there sort of summed up a lot of the performance. And the shot comes in the end, and it's a reasonably good save from Aspinall there, who gets caught in the follow through, and that was a free kick to Northallerton. But that was a good bit of play from Norton, and that's probably the nearest they came. That was a shot from Gary Mitchell there, which curled just the wrong side of the post. And so Norton had quite a lot of corners in the second half, and they put the ball in the box a lot. This was typical of the sort of dogged defending from Northallerton, really, to protect their lead. Throwing bodies on the line and trying to make sure that Norton didn't get the goal. I say there, blocks going in the box, and there was a breakaway here. Actually, Northallerton could have maybe sealed it. The ball went up to Graham Cagle on the halfway line. He done well initially there to hold the ball up and play in Colin Anderson, and then maybe the pass was a little bit behind him there to take the sting out of the attack. But it's a good bit of skill here from Colin. He beats his man, get down the wing, and he goes towards the corner flag to try and buy a bit of time towards the end. And so Northallerton maybe had been under pressure for a lot of the second half, but it was a good solid performance in the end, and they managed to come out with a vital victory, winning 2-1, and moving back into the top 5. After the game we spoke to Grant Hickman and goalkeeper Jordan Aspinall, but first of all it was Colin Anderson reflecting on the good win.
Following Northallerton's 2-1 victory over Norton and Stockton today. How did you find the game, Colin?
Fancy dress. Yeah, it was a hard game, but we got with 3 points, so we're happy at that.
And obviously you got the winning goal.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd be the winning goal. I thought there'd be more goals in the game, but it turned out I scored the winner, so I'm happy with that.
In the second half we were a bit under pressure, weren't we?
Yeah, it was a really hard second half, but we battled and we defended well, and we deserved 3 points.
We needed them as well, didn't we, today?
Oh yeah, definitely. Last week, unlucky not to get 3, but this week we showed our determination and got 3.
And obviously another goal. You're in good form at the moment, goal scoring wise.
Yeah, so was that 13th for the season? So that's unlucky for some. So let's hope it's not unlucky for me.
Hopefully you get your 14th next week, maybe.
Yeah, next week maybe. Yeah.
Well, as I say, it was an important win today, wasn't it? I think that was the main thing.
Yeah, very important. And yeah, I'm happy.
Fantastic, well played today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm here with Jordan Aspinall following Northallerton's 2-1 victory over Norton and Stockton today. It's your last game for the first team for a while. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was good. They put a lot of pressure on us in the second half. They had a couple of chances, especially at the end. I think they had every single player in the box bar the keeper when he took a free kick. But come out for it and went big, won it, and then just go for the counter attack. But yeah, it was really good. The boys battled hard and dug deep.
I mean, second half particularly, wasn't it? We was under a lot of pressure, weren't we, most of the second half, really?
Yeah, definitely. They had a lot of chances, a couple of penalty shouts, but I thought it was more diving more than anything, especially a big lad up front. He went down a bit easy when he was up against me. But no, I was happy with how the boys defended. They all did really well.
There's a couple of sort of shaky moments, weren't there, towards the end, where they put the ball in the box and there seemed to be 10 players around you.
Yeah, it was a bit hard. It got a bit clustered in there, especially when I was trying to come out for it and the ball were bouncing and stuff like that. But they did pile on the pressure, especially when they're having corners and stuff. They had about 3 guys around me, so I couldn't really come out for them and stuff. But thankfully the boys all dug together and got involved. Sorry. So
you was a bit unlucky with the goal that beat you as well. The ball coming off the post, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was very, very gutted with that. He just toe poked it off the edge of the box, come off the post. There's a dove which landed at the other fella's feet, and he had emptied that pretty much. But hey, we had we got back into it then with his 2 goals, which were well taken. Graham again did really, really well. Turned his player, nice little side foot in the net. It was good. Happy with that.
I was to say you finished with a victory.
Yeah. Mully said to me, "Go out with a bang," and I like to think I have now. So hopefully, if they need me, I'm available. But I've said it's just a commitment at the moment. Too much travelling and that. But I said if he needs me again, I'm more than happy to come back.
Okay. And just before you go, have you got any comment about the Cardiff Arsenal match today?
Nah, no comments apart from Ramsey is a legend. He done us good. But nah, I'm happy. Cardiff are doing well so far.
Fantastic.
Cheers, Rick. Ta-ra.
I'm here with Grant Hickman following Northallerton's 2-1 victory over Norton and Stockton today. It was a tough game, but we come out with the 3 points.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't the best performance, but I thought every single one of us battled really hard. And always pleasing to beat a team who's ahead of you in the league, so very pleasing.
Obviously, the second half was under a lot of pressure, weren't we? backs to the wall really.
Yeah, you're going to get that because they're a decent side, to be fair. Yeah, we defended well, which is good, and we all worked hard, which is pleasing.
And obviously your own performance as well after the other night when you maybe didn't have your best game, but you made up for it today.
Yeah, I think you give us a 5 or 6 out of 10, didn't you? So, but yeah, I think I've done alright this season, so just got to keep going, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what I thought today. More solid day, weren't you?
Yeah. Food and drink, innit? Food and drink.
But they had a lot of possession, but they didn't have a lot of clear chances, did they?
No, I think that's probably a fair comment, but I thought it was a good battle out there. Like, it was a good advert for second division football. I thought both teams played well. But
obviously now we've got a tough match again next week, Taylor away.
Yeah, they're all tough, aren't they? You know what I mean? When we play teams like Stokesy, we've got beaten, they've drawn here, and like every game's tough. You just got to prepare right and go into it with the right attitude, and hopefully your quality will shine through.
Obviously we showed a bit of character as well today, going behind as well and coming back.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've done that a few times, but I think we've got a good nucleus of a good squad here. We just need a few more numbers, and we'll do all right, won't we?
Hopefully, yeah.
We will, won't we?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Thank you.